Hi, I'm Princess Ain Agariana. Standing in front of you right now is such an honor to speak for what needs to be heard. There are thousands of ranging issues that our Earth are facing right now, and one of those highlighted the most is, of course, our environment, our Earth. Earth, the only haven that we are all living. The beautiful sanctuary with abundant riches that every life are existing. A home for different species as well as human. From the very beginning, the world is already there, offering its harvest to every life that are existing, and it never fails to pass from generations to generations. It meets all the needs and demands that we want. But as time passed by, things change rapidly, and it caused a battle of survival and extension. Different issues arises, and we should be aware of that because, as I tell you, it is not something to do with other people, it's something to do with you. Our world riches make us all live our life to the fullest. A great philosopher, Anaxagoras, stated in his book that the human are the most intelligent creations of all kinds. But I doubt that. Why? Because have you ever think of it that the most dominant creations didn't even know how to value and protect our world? Do you think what is the reason why? As we all know, humans have these unsatisfying desires and gluttonous trait which they possess to vigorously harvest the world's creations. Deforestation, global warming, climate change, typhoon, earthquake, those are the disasters. And yes, those are the disasters that made by human. Those disasters are even listed and proven by the Global Environmental Facility. We all face the consequences of our own actions, and I tell you, no one has an exemption. The great catastrophe was thrown by our Mother Earth towards us to take its home that we long overuse. According to the record, Typhoon Odette affected an estimated 16 million of people across different regions, leaving 2.4 million that people need an assistance. According to National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or the NDRRMC, and the Department of Social Welfare and Development, the Odette killed at least 258 people, injured 568 people, and displaced 631,000 people as of December 23 last year. Another evidences is from January 7 to February 2021. The Philippines was shaken by numerous earthquakes recorded by the PHIVOLCS. It is also listed in Volcano Discovery website that there's an average 28 numbers of earthquakes that happen per day. Most of them are unknown and below the magnitude of 5. In addition, Typhoon Ulysses made a great devastations of flood and landslide in Quezon, the southern capital of Manila. The NDRRMC declared a Luzon-wide state of calamity. So see, there's a lot of disasters that are happening not just in our localities but across the world. What do you think is the reason why that there's always the Philippines has this prone to typhoon? This is because of the climate change. The climate change that is also the result of human activity. See, we all suffered the consequences of our own actions. May we all be aware that the things that we experience right now is just the mirror of what we've done before. The earth is silently dying. And it saddened me because we don't even aware of it. Others didn't care about it and even have time to joke around. Even those seated on the higher ground are sometimes deaf to tell the truth because of their selfish desires. If we still remember, a NASA scientist, Peter Kalmus, together with other climate scientists, are risking their lives in desperate to get the leaders to act the climate crisis that are happening right now. They kept on protest to keep the public know the real situations of what was happening in our world right now that the government are trying to cover up. Kalmos is a reminder that there are so many ways to stand up for our planet Earth. We need to start raising awareness of what was happening right now. When will we be able to learn to save our planet, our race, our life, and our family? This concern is addressed to the government and raised this Republic Act 9003 that states, provide ecological waste management program, creating the necessary situational mechanism and incentives, declaring certain acts prohibited and providing penalties for those who violate our environment. We shouldn't wait for someone to tell us what to do. Your actions your obligation. Recycling Program Section 26 to 33 under Republic Act 9003 state that we need to practice that 3R even in our home. Reduce, reuse, recycle. The world is a beautiful place to live in, but it's quite terrifying. And I tell you, these things are just the beginning of the worst nightmare that might happen to us in the future years if we still continue to be a fool. Remember that the world will not continue to offer its harvest for those unfaithful stewards. So when you want to experience the goodness of life, educate yourself, educate other people, because the most beautiful things will always start from within us. When you love your life, your family, your friends, your home, then start to raise awareness, because at the end, what you save you.